Hey, this is Aljo from the Cracked House Plastic Podcast, back with another MOTU Monday video here on YouTube. Today we're looking at the Mattel Creations Exclusive Extendar. Got this just very recently, so let's open up, take a look at this figure. All right, we're back. We got the figure out of the package. And before we take a look at that package, be sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you know when a video like this comes out, which will be on a Monday for MOTU Monday. Be sure to go to our website, www.crackedhousebus.com. The website's a place to go for all the things you need to know, like links to our social media, our podcast, which comes out every other Tuesday. Download wherever you listen to podcasts. Our sponsor, Toy Hacks at toyhacks.com. Toy Hacks for all your repro label needs. Go to toyhacks.com. Every month we run a caption contest to give away a $5 coupon to Toy Hacks. So be sure to check that out whenever you can. Be sure to comment so that you can win that $5 coupon. Of course, you can go check out our Amazon wish lists. All the podcasters have them, including myself. And if you felt so generous as to get us something, then we would do a video like this, give you a shout out and say thank you, and show everyone what you got us. Of course, there's no pressure to do that, but if you wanted to, that would be awesome. So check that out along with merch and bios and everything else at www.crackedhousebus.com. All right. As I said before, this was a Mattel Creations exclusive for Extendar. Kind of a maybe sought after figure for some people. We got it off the card, so it does come with the removable card back so that you can take the figure out, put it back in, and then put the card back on, which is kind of a nice feature with what should be for all Mattel Creations exclusive going forward. But I think they are doing now because there were some previous ones where you actually had to cut it off the card. So here's a look at the card. So he is Extendar. He's the heroic master of extension. There he is there. Good looking card there. I'm not sure why it comes with a punch on it, card, because it's Mattel Creations exclusive. It should just be flat back. Anyway, maybe they just have a bunch of cards and then they just print them on the same cardstock. Anyway, here's a great shot of Extendar, fully extended. Of course, we have Dragstore, which has not been released as a figure. Grizzlor has, of course. Leech has, and of course, Hordak as well. All those figures have been released before, and it looks like a little Fright Zone. Fright Zone in the background here. And of course, you have like Horde, the Horde Prime, this Horde City back there in Etheria. So shout out to that as well. Like kind of Easter eggs for that, I guess, is the Horde city. Can't think of what it's called. Hordetropolis. And of course Fright Zone, which I believe is coming out as a playset sometime. I think it won the fan vote. So yeah, head, arms, torso, legs extend. So it also comes with a comic book. Of course, that comic is Terror of the Technomancer. So if you remember from the vintage line, the Extendar was watching a kind of like a carnival festival thing, and Dragster was like racing around, and he was like, "Man, I wish I was cool like Dragster." And went to Hordak and was like, "Hey, I want some powers." So Hordak gave him these powers, and then put him under his control. And then he eventually turned good, but he was like fighting He-Man because he wanted to be the most powerful person. Looks like they are not really doing that story here. They kind of have him as like a knight, and he's roaming around. But they do kind of show him as like the Frankenstein monster-esque thing here. giving him his powers. Of course, Modulok's in here too. So hopefully there'll be a Modulok soon. That would be cool. Oh, they're making like a little knight. So like whoever this figure is, that's cool. Anyway, maybe it's like the Dark Warrior or something. Anyway, that's the comic book Terror of the Technomancer. Let's look at the figure. Here he is here. So this is how he's packaged in the package. They already have his arms extended out. These extension pieces looks like they can just plug in. So on the original one, they actually came out of his arms and his legs. They were like inside, but probably because of the articulation of MOTU origin figures, you cannot really do that. Of course, he does have the articulation where you can, move around and everything and do all that good stuff. Does his head extend up? Okay, so I already see a kind of an issue. So this extends up, like it pops up, Why does he have a peace sign? Looks like he had a peace sign back there. Anyway, but we know his head will pop off, which I didn't see that there was the removable parts list. They didn't send that in there, so that's odd. Anyway, but we know that Origin figures, their heads pop off, so there could be an issue where his head pops off and this is still stuck down inside there. You should be able to grab the top of the ball joint and pull up, but just in case you can't, something to be aware of, that if that gets stuck down in there, it might not be able to extend out properly. So his torso should extend like a vintage one, so let's pull this up. So that does extend, that's cool. That's a nice action feature there. So there's head extended. Oh, there we go. It pops. It does pop into place. So you can see his face fully. Which is cool. And then they do give you the other extenders for the feet. So you can pop his ankles off, his calves. Stick these on. Pop his other calf off. Stick that on. So here he is fully extended now, and now he can actually stretch out. Besides my head. But yeah, so the arm ones are curved, the leg ones are straight. I suppose you could attach these to those and make his arms even longer, or his legs even longer. So let's try that. Put his hand back on. This other one off. There's some nice coloring to it on this kind of goldish color. It's kind of nice. So this is regular arms. Still pretty big. But if we attach I suppose you could have purchased like a bunch of because you could get 3 figures online. So I suppose you could have bought like a whole bunch of them to like make him like really extend out. That's an idea. So there's with his go-go gadget legs, I guess. He can like really step over things. That's funny. Anyway, I always thought it was kind of cool. There's always a story. I think I told on one of the episodes of the podcast where I found a vintage figure at JCD CD Hobby in Des Moines, the one in Merle Mall. Anyway, they had him there, and I was buying him, and the guy at the counter was like, "Who's this? Who's this guy?" And without even thinking, I was like, "Extendar," and he's like, "Extender," and I'm like, "No, that's not how you pronounce it." It's like Extendar. Or maybe he said, "Is his name Extender?" I was like, "It's Extendar." Super nerdy and all, but anyway, that's how he looks with his giant legs. I suppose you could do the same with his arms as well. That would just be like a giant arm coming out, so which might be cool as well. We'll just do one of them, just to kind of show you here real quick. There's with both pieces extended. Is this turn? Kind of. And just pops in. Of course, then he's got a stumpy little leg there. And of course, then he could like slap you with his giant hand. Anyway, so if you bought like two of them, you could do like 2 extensions on one, or 2 on each feet or something like that. So something to think about as well. But I'm glad that they do have this extending into his body and everything. So that's cool to go like that as well. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the figure. Looks cool. Glad to have it in the collection. And yeah, here it is right here. All right, Extendar.
Hi guys.
There's Ethan. Extendar is saying, "See you later." Waving with his giant hand. "See you later." And I'm saying, "Ciao." For now.